Welcome back, guys, to yet another World of Warcraft video on this channel. Today we are going to be starting up the first video basically for a new series that I'm going to call How Much Gold Can You Make With? And today we are actually going to be looking at Sinvyr ore specifically. Now, the reason that I'm starting with Shadowlands stuff especially is going to be because that is the most current content, and that's the stuff that people can get to basically the easiest way. Besides that, it's also important for me to bring you guys some updated information, because if you do not know, here a month ago, well, I don't know, a month ago, definitely a couple weeks ago, they changed up how much ore that you can actually get. They increased the drop amounts and also some of the drop rates when it comes to Shadowlands ores and also some other Shadowlands materials. And what I'm bringing you guys today is going to be a farming route, what you can use it for, and how much you can expect to make with this farming route. Now, before we get into it, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with all the notifications on, and also drop a comment down below in the comment section of what your favorite farming route is. And if you don't have a favorite farming route, then let me know what material you would like to see me go for, test out, make a video for, drop some opinions on. Let me know down in the comments below. But let's get straight into it. You guys can see right here, we're going to be in Revendrift. Now, the route that I've been using, which is probably considered the best, if not one of the best farming routes, is going to be this one right here. Now, it is going to be over here on the western side of Revendrift, as you can see right here. It's a smaller area, and this is the route that you want to follow. And the reason that I really like this one, there's also another one that you guys can go for, but the reason that I'm showing you this one is because it's very easy. It's a very small location. It's very easy to follow. So this is the one that I like the most, which is going to be the one that I'm going to show you guys. And what you can expect out of this farming route is exactly what you can see in my inventory. Now, I decided to do 1 full hour so you guys can see what you can kind of expect to get out of farming this for an hour. So you guys can see right here, we got 61 Elysium ore, we got 27 Nightshade, we got 696 Lacestride ore, we got 218 Widow Bloom, we got 247 Death Blossom, and we got 585 Sinvyr ore. Now, this is obviously is not considered the best farm in the world for the most gold in the world, but it is an option for you guys to get into if you're interested. And you can see right here, the looted item value is going to be the regional market value average. So this is probably on the higher end of what you can expect out of this farm, 44k. On my server, this is valued probably around 30 to 35k in total. So obviously, depending on your server, this farm might be a lot better than what you see in the video, and it might even be a little bit worse. I do play on a high populated server, so these prices are pretty much, they're pretty much at the lowest point that they possibly can be, especially where we are right now in the expansion. Now, if this was a normal farming video, that is where the information would end, but what I want to bring to it is I also want to tell you guys about what you can actually use these materials for. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this, but for the people that do not know, and considering the fact that this is a Sinvyr ore specifically farm, we're going to be talking about what you can spend and use Sinvyr ore on. There are obviously also the other materials that you will be getting along the way, which increases the overall gold amount of your farming capabilities, your farming adventures out here. But because this is a Sinvyr ore video, we are going to be talking about that specifically. Now, I do have a little Wowhead link up here, and what you guys can see right here is that there is a couple different things. Now, if you guys do not know, prospecting Sinvyr ore turns it into an Essence of Torment. An Essence of Torment is one of the essences that is used for the Shadowghast ring, which is going to be the legendary. And on top of that, there's also going to be it is one of the ores for Shadowghast ingots, which is the other crafting materials. Also, well, one of the other crafting materials that are used for a lot of different legendaries in blacksmithing and also jewel crafting. So that's why the price is consistently kept high. Additionally, on top of that, for very good selling markets, we got the crafted blue items that are going to be right now at the peak. You can get the 233 eye level deadly Sinvyr rings and necklaces, but you can also get the 262s, and that is obviously with the crafter's marks that you have to unlock on Seraph Mortis. So that is some of the ways that you can actually increase the amount of gold that you're going to make from Sinvyr ore specifically, if you don't just want to sell it straight on the auction house for the value that it has. And this is one of those ways where you can actually start learning more about gold making, learning more about professions, searching up the material that you're farming, looking into it, seeing what your options are. This is always a good idea. And I can promise you right now, if you take set material and you actually use it to craft specific things from different professions, chances are you're most likely going to make more than what you were actually expecting to make when it comes to watching this video. But that is basically I guess the format of these videos, of what I want to bring to you guys. If you guys have any questions, any ideas, any suggestions for me, make sure you drop it down in the comments below. I'll be sure to bring a lot more of these videos to you guys. I know a lot of the materials that I'm going to be talking about, people have been talking about before, but it's always important to look back and look at the options that you have, especially for the newer and beginner gold makers that are just entering the market compared to the people that have been playing the entire expansion, or maybe even multiple expansions when it comes to gold making. I always want to make sure that we actually get some of the stuff that we've been talking about before, or something that doesn't necessarily seem like the most hardest thing in the world. I still want to talk about it. Even if it seems easy, I still want to talk about it, because there's only one reason that you might think it's easy right now, and that's because you already know about it, or if you've been dealing with it a while, or if you've been hearing about it from other people. But either way, that is going to be everything that I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until the next one, see you guys.